Good, and Demolix. 0 matches have been done between 5 players.
Yeah, the original idea is to do it in 4 weeks, and we're only 2
They're waiting
weeks
for the
in,
4th week. They know that we're going to run out of Mega Man,
Yeah.
so they just want to keep that last week a little bit bolstered with matches.
And once again, we have a magnet versus magnets race tonight. I think that's going to be I think that's the common one, but
yeah, magnet is definitely the most popular.
Yeah. Even going into first Proto Man fight. He went under it really early.
Yep, you see just so Triwave is the favorite to win this match, and you can kind of just see through the smoothness of killing Proto Man. It tells a lot about a player's relative skill in Mega Man 3. Now it's not completely telling, but it does have a fair amount of weight to it, because if you're able to mash down Proto Man well, it really does bode well for a lot of other aspects in just learning gameplay, just fundamental gameplay in Mega Man.
Missing the one of the cycles on the yogurt blocks. Mashing is just such an important part of this game. Even with the magnet route, you can see jump mashing in particular. Not just mashing, but jump mashing. Being able to hold A button while mashing the other. The A button, not just A button, but the A button. See, we're on our 3rd commentary for the night, so it gets a little bit punchy at this point. So the 3rd one's always the less, probably the least in quality as we were going on here.
3rd time's a charm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty solid magnet kill here. Like, magnet's interesting because if you're at the highest level, you want nothing but shields. Doing it, but if you're a little bit you're not able to do the shield or don't have the health to do it, you want the missile shots.
Yeah. It's a pretty attractive magnet fight from both players. Now we are going to be on to the hardest stage,
which is kind of a misnomer because
I'm channeling my inner Cav here.
Yeah, the boss really isn't all that hard. I mean, he's not titanium.
No, it is hard. This boss is hard. The stage is hard. Yeah. All of it. So looks like Hitch here. Going for sliding backwards to despawn the bees. A little bit slower than using magnet to kill the bees,
but consistent.
But yes, very consistent. You don't have the bees spawn on you.
Magnet first because it's harder to kill the big bees without because the first 2 are okay, but the 3rd one is hard because you can't use magnets for it.
Yeah, you need to use magnet for the boss fight, and you really don't want to get stuck killing Hardman with Buster. So definitely something Hitch is trying to be wary of. Probably a little bit less comfortable with his Hardman fight than Triwave is. So wanting to make sure that he's got full magnet for that fight.
Harder Breakman fight because of the platforms, the uneven ground.
Yeah.
What's interesting about Proto Man is he's got the same opening health as Mega Man. It's 28 shots. So if he had a bar, it would be the same amount as like every other boss.
Yep. Yeah, you got 28 Buster shots in. It's very difficult to do. You can kind of see Hitch here having a little bit more difficulty than Triwave was. Especially with, as you were saying, the uneven ground makes it a lot harder than just the flat ground to kind of get over Proto Man.
Triwave didn't have the exact kill. We'll see what Hitch does here. Yeah, that's actually not a bad strat he's done here. Looks very consistent.
Yep, not wanting to take the hit, so staying a little staying frozen there just to make sure that he doesn't die the hard man.
Up, man. Guys, finish quicker, because we're gonna run out of steam pretty quickly here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who. So Triwave a little bit ahead here, but we'll see who comes out on top at the end of the stage.
Here we go. Yeah, this. If you want this kind of commentary, make sure you're the third matchup of the night. We see his magnet. Wow, that's very quick. Magnet missile makes quick work of the cats, the top cats.
Taking in damage boosts through this enemy faster than having to kill it with the magnets that you have.
How they handled the top platforms here. This top throwing guy is kind of annoying.
We'll see if Triwave. It looks like Triwave is taking these tops pretty slowly, so probably not going for the last top here.
Landed on it. I think it looks like he was pretty confident in
I think he went for it, but usually when you go for it and miss, you will land on the last top like that.
That's where your miss wants to be.
Yeah. Triwave missed one of his hard knuckle shots, but still got the 2 cycle, which is the key point in the top man fight. Looks like Hitch taking the tops slower than Triwave, waiting the extra second there to land on that last top safely. So very nicely done by Hitch. Getting the 2 cycle there, very nicely done.
Got that. Yeah.
Getting all 4 shots in, that's not an easy thing to do. And now we will see as Triwave enters the dark room here, how much lag he manages to get rid of by mashing down these enemies. The first eyeball enemy had a little bit of trouble.
I know
getting
the
a little
idea
bit snagged there on a couple of the edges also.
I know the idea is to not take any damage on the screen.
Yep.
Because the drops can really throw off your timing if they actually pause the game to recover your health.
We'll see if Triwave slides here. It looks like Triwave pausing a little bit on these platforms first to shoot and then sliding. Still faster than walking.
Yeah.
And a little bit safer than just sliding right away.
Yeah, not just for getting hit, but to avoid most of those drops.
Yep. Getting a relatively clean fight there. There is a quick kill that you can do on Shadow Man, where you get 3 shots in on basically 1 jump of your of using top spin. It drains all of your energy, but you do get a slightly faster kill that way. We really only see that in some of the higher levels of Mega Man 3 gameplay, because it is very difficult to do, and there is the risk of draining your entire energy bar with how top spin works.
With Hitch was not 100% trusting himself yet and being able to the jumps without dying. So when he got the drop, it was just a 1-up, so it wouldn't pause, but he saw the drop and waited until he recognized what it was rather than just going. That's kind of the when you start understanding a game at a higher level, you can get away with just going because you're able to react to it or at least know where to go or the backup to anything bad happening as it happens, and you just instinctively do it instead of having to just recognize it. Let's see. He didn't get that, did he? He didn't.
Well, unfortunately not. He went for the, I believe it's called the Cool Kid setup, where you basically switch to Rush Jet. So when you come out of a pause, there's 10 frames where basically everything around you keeps moving. So like the tadpole would keep moving, but you're in your kind of teleport animation. And so basically you want to get hit by that tadpole while your head's still while you're sliding, and then you zip across because your head is still like in the ceiling area where the tadpole eggs are, and you slide across. But unfortunately not getting it. Triwave this is his most practiced, one of his most practiced screens in the game, I believe. Making it through.
I think Hitch missed the proto skip in the last race, and he got it this time. So that's always, you always like to see some positives over your last race.
Yeah.
So that's a positive for him there.
Meanwhile, Triwave here, doing this Gemini fight. Looks like he's very comfortable with it. Gets a very clean Gemini kill there.
Was on the edge of the screen, which does cause a little bit extra time, because the weapon get cutscene doesn't happen until the destroyed energy balls are have to go off screen first.
Yep.
Is there a description of them, of destroyed enemy balls, energy wave balls?
That's a good question.
We'll look into that.
That's past my knowledge point.
Oh, well, here's what happened with Hitch. He had a little bit of energy recovery that he had to go through, and he wasn't prepared for that, I think. So it kind of threw off his timing, and that caused him to fall off the thing. That's just, again, that's the biggest thing with learning a game like this, is knowing when you're getting that, and if you can, deal with backup strats and do them, and
Oh, Hitch! Oh man, that dragonfly dodge, that was quite scary. You can only just stare at that. Stare in awe and wonder that Hitch made it out alive. That is not easy to do. Oh man, that was scary stuff. There's some blocks where you can actually shoot diagonally and kill dragonflies, to kind of make that section a little bit less scary. But Hitch, being the showman that he is, just wants to make it a little bit exciting for us here watching. Shooting a few diagonal shadows here, shadow blades. Oh my god! Oh my god!
The best thing about that is that he killed him in an optimal position, right in the middle of the screen.
That was insane. That was the greatest Gemini fight I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Wow. Hitch. I don't care what his time is. I think he just won the race. Congratulations, Hitch. That was incredible. You have won the hearts of all of us.
I guess it was an easy enough needle fight for Triwave. My attention was kind of on that fight,
yeah.
Gemini fight as well.
I was a little bit too distracted by the Gemini fight. I'm just gonna assume that Triwave didn't have anything to do with lasers.
It was so quick that, at least in comparison, that I don't think it happened.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this first snake here shooting 3 bullets. Again, you only want him to shoot 2, since the 3rd and 4th bullet will just create extra lag.
A really tight jump onto Rush Jet as well. Like it's noticeable. Like I think he saved. That was like extremely optimal, and he saved a few frames. Again, you see random stuff like that. It's just usually just a few frames, but it looked really tight. a little less tight jumping on it. You land, there's a few frames of delay there, waiting for it to land. Well, there though, because that gets rid of some of that lag as well, I think.
Maybe Triwave getting hit there by the pole vaulting enemy.
Given the last boss, we'd think Hitch would do nothing but do lasers on purpose and hit him every time.
Oh, getting a really bad pattern there.
Right though, yeah, it's a good fight.
So Needleman can do short jumps or high jumps like that. And you really want Needleman to kind of just stay close to the ground so you just don't have to jump up and get those bank shots, which is the only way you can kind of shoot the Needleman that jumps that high.
An optimal route, you definitely want him on a high jump at the end so that he dies more toward the middle of the screen.
Oof, Triwave, a little bit scary there. He was about to fall off the middle platform, but he gets the last hit on Snake. Again, with the Snake kill and Spark kill especially, since they're like platforms for both of those robot masters, you want to kill them in the middle of the screen. Well, you're in the middle of the screen so that you don't have to walk and jump to get to that middle platform.
Hitch used magnet there on those snakes. And especially if you're trying to learn a game quick, like this is we have on the Big 20 for the Best of Nest stream. You have a limited amount of time. What you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to learn just to get through runs, it's always kind of interesting to see. So I really like that magnet strat that Hitch used against those snakes there.
Yep. Again, with only a certain amount of time to learn for this tournament, you just have to make some trade-offs. Like, you want to spend a lot of time to, save maybe a couple seconds, or just learn other strats that'll save you more time.
Reduction here. Yeah.
Yep,
I don't think that's the first time we've talked about that.
In that Sparkman screen is the one that you want to kill. And you need 4 magnets to do it. So the Triwave. The optimal route.
Not jump?
Yeah, I don't think so. But the optimal route going through Sparkman stage leaves you with only a couple extra magnets as you enter that block room. So if you mess up any time earlier in the stage, you have to basically improvise or not get rid of that lag block. So actually taking that death there brings Hitch a little bit closer. Basically within, looks like around 2-ish minutes apart. Since Sparkman stage is a relatively short stage.
I'm wondering if that costs Triwave a PB possibility.
Quite possibly. We'll see how his dock stages go. Dock stages are widely regarded to be the hardest stages in Mega Man 3. Just with some of the difficult platforming sections, as well as kind of scary bosses in Spark.
Would tournament
and
PB
Airman.
matter to you?
What?
Would tournament PB matter to you at some point?
I think it really matters. Just a personal PB it's probably what Triwave, and I feel like most speedrunners compare against and kind of hold themselves in that regard, as opposed to a tournament PB. I feel like that does not hold as much of value. I mean, it does in terms of the tournament, but like kind of your way of thinking of it, I feel like it's different.
reason I asked is that, like, since he died, like, what should be what do you think his? Do you just play and just make sure he finishes the run, or does he try for more risky strats just so he can get like a sub 40 in a race setting, or like is there anything that he would do differently now that he thinks PB is out of the question?
I think if he's watching Hitch, here's an opportunity to go for some more risky strats. Oof.
And
okay, maybe not now, actually, because now it's actually kind of close, because he's starting at the beginning of Gemini again.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, that's like the worst death.
One of the worst deaths that you can take. That actually almost ties up the the match here.
Wow.
Now that Hitch is done with all of his 8 robots, but so before I was saying that it was an opportunity to maybe be more risky, but with that death, this is the time for safe strats. This is definitely not the time to go lightly here.
Especially since you're out of magnet for this last section. Wow, this turned interesting in a real hurry.
Yep. Now they're on the same stage. Hitch is not that far behind, to be honest. And if Triwave messes this fight up again,
it'll be ahead. Obviously,
that could spell a lead change.
I think at this, you've got to just not panic. I'm guilty of not following this advice in some of my tournament I've done. You've just got to, calm down. Just at this point, you're not. Time, I think, is of no meaning at this point.
Yeah.
You're a better player than your opponent, even if you're about even at this point, right? You just got to just play solid, not worry about your time. Don't say like, "Oh man, I've just lost 3 minutes on this day." At this time, just don't worry about it whatsoever. Think about each next strat. Just be solid.
Yep.
At this point.
We'll see if Triwave switches to Shadow Blade early here. So you can take damage boosts and slide across the spikes in this section. It's a lot more dangerous than what you see what Triwave was doing, just switching to Rush Jet. Looks like he doesn't go for it, though. That we'll see Hitch go for it. So Triwave just being extra cautious here. Oof, but taking the last hit from the enemy there.
He'll be definitely relieved to get out of this stage for sure.
Yeah, taking a few hits here from Bubble Man. Kind of low on HP, but gets through the fight.
He's smart enough to I'm not sure how much the bubble leads do, but it's almost universal in Mega Man 3. You want to get hit by the weapon rather than the body.
Yeah.
Of the especially the docks.
Ooh, Triwave's trying to set up the music despawn there, but unfortunately not getting it.
Died there and then realized you only had 1 life left. Would you game over at that point?
It depends on if I have any E-tanks. At that point, if I had an E-tank, I probably wouldn't game over in this stage. I would feel confident in my abilities to go through the open pit section that you see Triwave approaching here, and after the Woodman fight, I would pretty much always have an E-tank.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Triwave. Is that a game over? Okay, it's not. But that's still a really bad death for Triwave. Again, I actually think Hitch picked Sparkman here, but I think he might actually be in the lead now.
And where to die if you have the death? Right there.
Yeah, that is besides dying right before Woodman, That's pretty much like one of the worst deaths you can take, at least in this Dark Shadow stage. Triwave taking 2 jumps on that one. Oh man.
Okay, well, gotta think about it. Just calm the nerves. Just think about what you
Not thinking about the timer. Just don't think
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
timer. You'll see people getting kind of flustered. Like if you watch people's streams as they do tournament races, you kind of see in their faces. After the first death happens, then you kind of see the frustration build up, and it's kind of inevitable. Like you'll see that happen, but it's really about the attitude of the runner, if they can kind of come over that kind of mental hurdle of.
It's difficult. Like I said, I in one of my tournament races, I was unable to do that, and it ended up costing me because I made a mistake later that I didn't realize that's what cost me the race rather than the early mistake. So
yeah, it's hard to it's hard to come over that and then kind of make sure that you mitigate your mistakes later on. Hitch here does not want these snakes on screen. That was scary.
That last one was very solid. He was really in good spot there for that last one. And if he would have been hit, he would have died. So it was, well done by Hitch there.
And both of these guys with 2 dog robots left.
Yeah.
So Hitch on good pace for compared to his own splits, and Triwave just keeping up here. Hitch not even going for the music despawn.
Yeah.
So saving some time on Triwave there, since Triwave did take the death. This music despawn saves about 3 seconds if you get it the first time. So
Hitch is just playing his solid game, what he's good at, what he knows what he can do.
Yep. Just play what you practice. People might try to get other people to like change strats, right before a tournament race or something. But
this might give him a win. You saw Mega Man getting hit there. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Jumping,
and then the enemy was at the bottom of the screen.
So he got hit by it. I mean, this strat's a little bit slower, but it guarantees you don't die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hitch does not die in the pit section because Hitch uses Rush Jet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Triwave getting through the Metal Man fight does not go for the Spark Music despawn.
I would have guessed that was the 5 and 6, 5 and 1.
Yeah, not worth the risk.
I don't. Yeah. Especially since you don't get the that you're not at the checkpoint at that point.
A lot of runners actually just don't even try for it. Like maybe only like the top few actually even go for it.
Oh, I didn't see that close fight with Woodman there.
Hitch here using Gemini, and then going to be switching to Magnet here. We'll probably see him up to walk this section. We saw Triwave incorporate a few slides here, but definitely a little bit scary.
Out of had enough ammo. Okay.
Oh, Triwave, a little bit low on health here, but getting the kill.
All right. He had 2 kind of superfluous snake shots there. Didn't really hit him at all, but he got through it.
Actually, looks like this has been pretty back and forth because they both only have Needleman left. Triwave just barely ahead of Hitch here. Hitch actually low on health. I don't know if he has any E-tanks. I sure hope he does. He's got 2. That's good. Oof. That was a little bit scary.
Yeah, he missed the double hit, so.
Yeah, missing out on the double hit, but getting the kill.
If I'm Triwave here and I have Hitch's stream open, I'm calm back down. I've got a good almost half stage lead at this point.
Yeah, half stage lead, but a singular death could spell the end for that lead.
I'm feeling safe again, I think. Do the normal thing. I didn't see how many lives he had there. We'll see at the end, like if he dies after Airman, he's out of lives. That would be.
Yeah, Airman. These things deal a lot of damage. Looks like he's got an extra life right now. Using an E-tank here. I would say wise choice there, using that E-tank. Hitch actually picking up another E-tank by using Rush Jet here.
He's got 2 now, I think. Yeah.
Yep. And now entering the Airman fight himself.
Yeah.
So pretty close behind right now.
Yeah, I think he had a pretty good part of Needle here.
Looks like getting out of Airman with a fair amount of health. We'll see if he decides to eat.
Screen, everybody. They're on the same screen.
They are. Albeit it is quite the laggy screen.
Yeah.
But the same screen nonetheless, so
yeah, like we weren't expecting
definitely in this race.
Yeah.
Triwave making it through the first big met. So just a quick thing about the big mets is they take 4 snake shots to kill, and they're kind of difficult to get that 4th one in. The first 3 are pretty easy, and as you can see, Triwave there getting hit kind of on the fall downwards from the big net. We'll see how Hitch does. Hitch having a little bit of trouble with this first met, having to switch to Shadow Blade.
Do you want to stay on Shadow or go back to Snake like you did here?
I think you usually want to stay on Shadow, but this screen that he's on right now, with the clutch big health drop, is pretty easy with Snake compared to Shadow, and it looks like that health drop sure came in handy. So only having 2 health after that big met shot. Jeez.
Proto Man split at 32-22.
Yeah, and shout-outs to IBN Computing. Feels bad, man. Triwave's showing here. It does feel kind of bad, getting so many deaths. It's gonna be pretty... I think he's actually out of PB range at this point. Oh no, what happened to Hitch? It's like...
Got hit by the crash bomb. Went right through him.
It's unfortunate. So Hitch losing some time here.
I think that's his first death. That might be his first death.
Maybe. Getting the kill 2nd time around.
Yeah, easy too.
Kind of wishing he had that fight the first time, because it looked like he only took 1 hit there. So
yeah, exactly.
That was a very solid fight.
Yeah, that's almost always the case, right? You have a sketchy death, like get upset at it, and then it goes perfect the next round.
Exactly.
33-27 Proto Man split for Hitch, it looked like.
About a minute behind.
See? The Breakman splits are useful. Becomes a theme of the tournament with commentators and stuff. The Breakman split. I think another commentary was very adamant about a Breakman split.
Some people live or die by the Breakman split.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of like in Mega Man 2, A trigger versus B trigger. That was a pretty hot topic in the 46 Robot Master Tournament, I remember.
Nice turtles.
Yeah, nicely done. Hitch, a little bit low on health here, going into
a lot of damage.
The Joe section.
A lot of damage.
Now, there are 2 big health drops that Hitch can take at the end of the stage, but he's going to need to make it through here first. Not switching to Magnet either, actually, just opting to Buster. So, I guess the thing that we haven't really noted throughout any of these is your ammo throughout the Wily stages kind of just remains the same. So, I think this is just Hitch wanting to make sure that he's got enough ammo for the refights for Hardman. Opting not to take the health refills either.
Turtles, you shouldn't take damage on the turtles.
Yeah. But still scary if you do.
Yeah. Let's see how his turtles go.
Good first turtle. Kind of bad second turtle here.
Cool. Second worst turtle.
Again, going towards the
and
World Maker goes across the top.
I think that's
Triwave with easy, it looks like.
Yeah. And they just, wow. Nice that they warp out at the same time.
Yeah. A stage behind here is Hitch. But making it look very clean by being on the stage screen at the same time.
Being there for the 3 wave to
Not
go
out
by.
of it though. If Hitch gets easy here, only going to be maybe a minute and a half behind.
That looked close on Hitch there, that jump. Oh, he missed it. Okay.
So as Hitch goes into this fight, we'll see if he gets easy.
I doubt he goes for it. I don't think he's one that goes for it.
No. Yeah, if you don't know how to do it, then it's not good to go for it.
I think he's going to be happy with his run, though.
It looks like he is going for it,
He is going for it. Nice.
Maybe you learned it. It's once you know the timing for the jump, if your mashing's good enough, you should be able to get it. Oh man!
Oh, close.
Itch. This happens to everyone, though. Even this happens the fastest, so
yeah.
You can't feel too bad about being one hit away on easy.
I am glad that he went for it, though, and he got so close to it. I'm very...
Really close. Very nicely done by Hitch. Meanwhile, Triwave going through these refights, taking a few hits here from Snake Man.
Hit twice by Snake, I think.
Yeah, it should be
fun. Get it. He went for it too.
Yeah.
A Hitch.
Going through the second bullet there is very difficult. Still faster than some other people getting snagged on that screen we've seen.
Yeah, I've seen that too, yeah.
KLF spent about 3 years on that screen to make it through.
If it hitches, I think hitches to the point where he has nothing to lose, so he's going for what he knows, or what he's at least maybe tried.
I mean, you might as well at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
there are only a few chances for Triwave to mess up. This is one of them.
Yeah. Just put more work into the Wily stages than others.
Triwave was a little bit low on health there, so it was a little bit scary, but looks like he's fine now.
Good fours. We're hoping to see a PB from Hitch.
Yeah, Hitch seems like he's on pretty good time for himself. Probably gonna get a low 40 here. Maybe like a 42, 43, something like that.
Some that is questioning your recollection of events. Look to see what his PB is.
Looks like they're both in the refight screen here, but Triwave just leaving it right as Hitch enters it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Looks like something happened to Triwave on that last part of the screen. He went to get the 1-up, and it looked like he actually went to get top energy. So since he's on Rockman 3, he goes for the Gamma kill that basically goes, you use top energy going into Gamma. For some Mega Man 3 runners, you don't actually need any top energy if you're switching to a bullet. If you recoil, shoot your bullet and change it to top energy. So nice one jump there from Triwave, by the way.
Triwave getting his mashing bosses down, so that's good for him.
Yeah. But anyways, so you don't actually need any top energy if you use a rush coil bullet to kill Gamma. And that's something that we've seen some runners not actually realize. But if you are just spinning into him in the Japanese version, then you do need top energy. So we'll see Triwave get hit here. Switch to top for the kill. Very nicely done. It looked like a 41-10. His splits are still going.
Yeah.
But it does seem to be a 41-10.
Our first true Nadula laser of the night? I think it was.
Might have. I think we saw one in another race, but I think in this race
it still hit. It still hit Needleman though. It went off screen. Oh, that was a good needle kill. Triwave survives in advance, or not necessarily advance, but survives and wins. That's all you can really hope for.
Yeah.
Especially after that first death, it's like, just get me out, you know?
Yeah.
Get me the win, and I'm happy. I'm going to say 41-12, I would imagine.
Yeah. Looks like Triwave's in chat now, so he's probably just winding down after having done that, and he is probably a little bit... He might actually hit his split key, but maybe his keyboard didn't register or something. Never know. Yeah. A bunch of factors could factor into his live split still going.
Pretty much guaranteed that Hitch is going to have a better race than he did on his first one. So that's always good to see, and it's going to be by a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes, maybe. Something like that. It was a 40...
He had a 42 on his...
Going for the spark and rush jet here.
Yep.
Pretty fast.
Good dove again. That's good. Tinkering for hippo meat for some reason.
Everyone give Hitch your energy. Triwave in chat giving energy to Hitch. Hitch gonna be ending up with probably a 43 here.
He's going to be really close to his PB.
Yeah.
They're quiet, but he's going to be really close to it. He missed one.
Looks like he's going rush coil on the side. Yeah, looks like this is the kill here. 43-50, it looked like.
Nice.
I think that was a late split, so 43-50, really nicely done.
Yeah, 10 seconds off his PB. That's really good.
Yeah. That was a solid race run there.
He had one death, and it wasn't too bad a death. It was on a boss. I think it was on one of the dock bosses, last ones. So yeah, that was a good run. Nice.
Yeah, good run. According to Triwave's timer here, Hitch has won it.
Yeah, I know.
Now we all know that's not true, but
well, no. You said Hitch won because of that Gemini fight.
Oh yeah, that's right. that Gemini fight. If anyone didn't see it, that was the greatest dodging I have ever seen ever.
Clipped it.
Yeah, I think Baron clipped it earlier. Here it is.
All right. Well, night of matches.
Yeah, that was a good series of matches.
Let's see. So Hitch will fall to 0-2. It looks like in Group F. And Triwave will. He got the win. He's. I don't know if my commentary helped him. I think that was his. He got what, a 41-10. That's right around average. So he got a 41-18. So he's right around average for him. He improves to 1-2. And they all have to face JVeth yet. Everybody else is done except they have to fight. They have to go against JVeth. And one has Hitch has to face MCon one more time. So
MCon, so good. He got a 35.09 in his race against Mazimov. That is an insane race time.
Is there anything else that you have for tonight's matches?
Nothing in particular. Thank you, Darkwing, for sticking on for this last race. I know both of us were thinking about going to sleep if we found replacements, but glad we got to witness all these 3 good races here.
Maybe Fiesel can help me out here. What's coming up on Speed Gaming? If there's anything at the end after this or tomorrow.
There's nothing else tonight, but we do have a Mega Man X2 race, the first race of the X2 tournament, which just started tonight, happening on Speedruns Live right now. I think it's about midway through. So go over to Speedruns Live. We're going to give them a host in just a moment.
More Mega Man
coming up
tournaments.
Tomorrow? Is that just the Mega Man X2?
Mostly, it'll probably just be a lot of MX2. I know there's going to be Mega Man 3 at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We will have Mega Man 3.
Well, thanks, Cesar. Thanks for letting us know, so I didn't have to look it up. Appreciate it. Well, great. So I think that'll do it for Mega Man 3 tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate the support on commentary for, since it's rare to have someone who's not a runner of the game do commentary, and I've been very appreciative of all the positive feedback that I've gotten on commentary.
Asking really good questions.
So, yeah. And with that, I guess we will call it a night. Head over to SRL for that Mega Man X2 race. Is that any percent or 100%? I assume any, or it might be 100. Oh no, wait. Mega Man X2.
It's 100% tournament, right?
100% is any percent now, I think, in X2. I believe that's what it is now in X2.
Well, we're calling it the any percent tournament, so that's the goal is any percent.
Oh, okay. So I guess you can do it 100% if you want to, because that doesn't matter.
Any percent you want. Yep.
So head over there, and again, thanks everybody for coming out, and we will see you tomorrow for more Mega Man 3. Take care, everybody. I don't have any witty thing to end with. Do you, Richard? Because I'm kind of out. I'm kind of exhausted.
I don't know. I'm all commentated out right now.
Yeah. So, sure you can. Sure you can. Watch the X2 tournament.
Oh my God.